lakad matatag!
Normally. Kings reunion, and it is the reason why I personally miss those. Fraying here. But up top we go with Dad. And Kara trying to go on to Oscar, fighting behind the tier 1 tower of the Radiant. That is not the ideal position to be in. In the meantime, MJZ falls down for first blood with this mark. On the right, might just fall to Kotaro. He's not gonna go for that last hit. Getting chewed up by the tower, and PP just don't have a Fable for this. Good. The rolling boulder and the boulder smash, and PP just suffering for it. Good on the toss, a little more damage, a little more right click. Good on the toss, and right there, after a tree toss, a normal toss is gonna kill the Rubik. Again, another exchange onto MJZ and Sladen as well up top. Sladen. Good on the boulder smash again. A good chase on to the hoodwink. But yeah, look at that bushwhack. The control again. Kotaro wanting to go with the thirst. Good on the blood right. Could be a kill. It is going to catch the hoodwink. But what can you do if you want to turn for it? Maybe waiting it for fight. There it comes. It does take Kotaro to half HP. And Dad trying to join in. Good on the join. Kotaro in trouble. Sladen coming on from the other side. Avalanche holding them down a bit. And the thirst is just right there. Rupture onto Dad. MJZ. Oh, good telekinesis raise from Pai. And oh, there's that smash. That damage is just hitting Dad hard and the blood right together. They are going to take the Nature's Prophet, but they do need to sacrifice their backline for it. Oscar, Avalanche onto Avalanche. A good Chakram steal, but it is not going to be enough for Pai. In the meantime, Benjas trying to go onto Slatem's blood right onto the Dawnbreaker, but it is gonna dodge it. On the other hand, Oscar just track ramming the crap out of that clockwork. Benjas eventually falls, and let's see if the backline of Ravens can do. Wrath of Nature. There's the rolling boulder with the Avalanche. Daddy. Oh, Daddy. Oh, he's gonna get toast, Daddy, and the Chakram is gonna cut down the trees. In the meantime, MJZ just appearing on the lane, and it is now a 1v3 affair. Down on the back to the mid. Good on the Avalanche. Avalanche on Avalanche. Here comes the Solar Guardian. And even with the toss back, they are going to lose the Tiny, but no exchange from Ravens for this. It is just perfect. The same way, no matter what team you play. Supposedly, but objective gaming is not our strongest suit, as is Slatem's. Not really strong with those catches. Perfect on the hook shot. There's gonna be half HP on the Tiny. Slatem's in trouble and is gonna get smashed by the hammer. The blood right joins up, but Kotaro is not gonna get anything out of that. Off, which is zero chill on either team. Dismar. I just have the visual onto Oscar. Perfect bushwhack despite the whirling death. And here comes Pepe. Helping hand from Kara's hook shot. But yeah, that pulls in the kill. Sladen. All alone. Good on the acorn shot. Good hold up onto the rolling boulder. Cogs up. Trying to block in Sladen. But it is gonna be a telekinesis before any kind of roller bouldering could happen. Pipe overtaking the XP of the Tiny. Good catch, Sladen in the thick of it. Sharpshooter, missing the Tiny and the Earth Spirit. But in the meantime, Pipe and the others cleaning up a bit. Good on the Chakram, holding on to Kara as long as possible. There's that kill. Dismar. Gonna get Slatums, gonna get Avalanche Avatos comboed, and Dismar is gonna go. I mean, they're actually done with theirs. No, then they're moving on to the Basher now. With a good catch, Solar Guardian coming out just to save Kara, but with the blood right, should be able to finish off this clockwork. Or make it Oscar's Chakram instead. 1 for 1, but that exchange is just gonna hurt Infamous right now. Onto the hoodwink, Chakram with the whirling death. There's that catch with the Celestial Hammer as well. And the Gleipnir finishing the kill. Throw rock around. Pai in trouble in big ones, but Vengeance is coming to try and help. Freezing Field works on Benjaz and Oscar. They do exchange lives, and Kotaro cut through this. Wants to go to Dismar. But meanwhile, Dad is trying to hold on to the little hoodwink. Good with the smoke. But yeah, Dad, a good jump onto the Nature's Prophet, but it is going to cause Kotaro to spend their BKB without any result. It is going to be Kotaro and Sladen going down, with the Chakram holding on to Dad, and the Root from the Frostbite just helping out. MJZ taking the kill onto the Nature's Prophet. 2 for 1. Can they get a little more? There's the question for Infamous, even though this Nature's Prophet is farming so goddamn well with Dad. This Shadow Blade arrival is a bit late. Good cleanup by Dismar, along with the Wrath of Nature. In the jungle, Suplife is hard, telling us a 51% win possibility for Ravens, so it's nothing special. The Flare is just gonna go over their heads. They should really go for pickoffs if they want to go for their Roshan. Slatums could jump forward, go with the Avalanche. Can they do a little more? They take out Dismar and Kara. Solar Guardian Joy from Benjaz. Could it be enough? Mechan has to be committed, but Stain, the Rupture is gonna hurt a lot for this Dawnbreaker. Oh, the dodge is perfect. The BKB was still on. Switching onto the Hoodwink. There's a roll around onto Kara. I don't know if they can fight the Hoodwink though. There's actually a good catch. Playdems wants to go onto Benjaz. Yeah, instead they're gonna go onto the Squirrel with Sladen gonna die, and Dad trying to hold out as long as possible, but that Avalanche is gonna connect to the Nature's Prophet. Oscar reorienting themselves, and they actually get Pai. Infamous rolling over their enemies. Benjaz running home. I do not believe there could be a catch, but with the Avalanche and the tossback, this is a little greedy from the Tiny. The Whirling Death helps out. And of course, oh, the TP out, the hook shot, not gonna connect. Platinum still in trouble. Rocket Flare, gonna hurt. Avalanche toss combo onto the Hoodwink. That actually takes out Dismar, and Kara will take this big ass kill on the Tiny with almost 1,000 gold hitting. In the meantime, a good catch onto Sladen. We'll catch the Earth Spirit, but a turnaround could be the possible death with a BKB as well. The Bloodseeker's still gonna die. Kotaro has not enough HP for this. Let's see double Chakram taking out Kara, but it's not a perfect compensation. So here, they actually want to go onto Pai. The Rubik kind of in trouble, but here comes Dad trying to clean up, gets MJZ, but can they get the Timber Saw? That would be the big one. Pai blinking forward. There's a telekinesis. Chakram used out. Chakram back. Double back as well. The Avalanche actually catches, and Pai. On the other hand, if they can get a little more catch, MJZ trying to disappear. Here, a Dust of Appearance. Slatem's actually jumping into the thick of it. They destroyed Dismar. On the other hand, a Freezing Field used onto Dad and crew, but a Hex actually catching out the Rubik. That is going to be huge. Kara goes down, as well as Pai. And it is 70 seconds without the Rubik on the board. Minute 36, we're back to 31-31. And Infamous outpost back onto Infamous hands. But this is going to be the real testament. Can they actually turn onto Benjaz and Dad, just the two of them? Slatems and good old Sladen, they're just gonna start slaying, and of course, losing the Ember Spirit, the Earth Spirit, might just be tough, but Slatems is gonna try and turn this around. BKB used as well, the tree toss onto the Sprout trees. Who is this man? In the meantime, as we move on to this Roshan play, I must remind you in the audience, please, no spoilers in the chat. Please, if you want to check live scores for yourself, go ahead, but don't ruin it for the audience. With the BKB, Slatems actually joins all this damage and is just gonna yeet out of this situation. For the Oscars and the others, checking for vision, they actually see them. Here comes the claw, Kara. Getting Avalanche comboed with the tree volley. MJZ trying to help out as much as possible. Items gonna get pushed back with the cogs, but still MJZ just surviving this whole thing. Good on the reach. Dual Scepter catching on to Dad. But there's that reveal. Rupture as well. Solar Guardian used. The bash is going to kick in. But it's going to be Kotaro in trouble. Can that bash click again? It is going to. And they take out the Nature's Prophet. Gem of True Sight on the floor. And 100 seconds without DMP. Using the Ogre Totem to get a little back. And a good block from Kara. Oscar just wanted to go for it. There's a good on the Hex. But they still get Pai. Jumping deeper. Get that hoodwink as well, and there goes a tree volley. Clean up crew, ladies and gentlemen, with 60 seconds. Death on the Rubik. There is no buybacks available on the Dire besides the hoodwink. They're rapidly farming something. They maybe just want to get the Satanic and try and survive all these fights. But in the meantime, Kotaro and friends are just cleaning out their own base. Avalanche into the deep. Good catch onto Oscar, who's actually having a hard time with this break. And Sladen just making it out of there with that Aghanim Scepter. But on the other hand, the Rupture is going to be out. Pai is in trouble, pulling in that freezing field. I don't know who's going to suffer more, but there is that good old break. And still, Kotaro just not willing to die here. And there's your GG. Not at the 42nd minute, it's gonna be at the 43rd minute. And Kotaro finally dying, but with full HP, it's just gonna be Sladen going all in. I'm going Ravens this time. I really like this Alchemist draft. EST time. We are at 7:30 right now, so
30 seconds to
we hope you enjoy your evening or your Monday morning. We're all for it. I'm just here to cast some good dotes. With a good little catch onto Sladen. Starting with Unstable Concoction. It's actually a good catch for that to just go for it. The waves closer to each other. I don't know if this Mar has enough right click damage right there. Good on the Searing Chain. Sleight of Fist is available and ready, but the Bushwhack is just so much damage. Oh, good charge with a Sleight of Fist, but the right click will hit. New set of treants coming in for Dad. Oh, there's that courier. Easy snipe right now. In the meantime, MJZ dying downstairs for the first time. Kotaro out of the game once as well. It is start. Well, let's see. We're gonna get a carrot catch or even just a turn from Dad. Unstable Concoction in with the Acid Spray. Sladen's is kind of suffering. With Kotaro dying on the bot lane, but I think this exchange up top is way more interesting. Pai going down. And, of course, the SF, Sladen's, is just surviving by the skin of their 5-0 on the scoreboard for Ravens so far. But on the Starbreaker, even better with the Wraith of Nature. But yeah, even though Pai is fighting valiantly with the Firestorm and is going to take a kill in the afterlife, the final and first and so far final kill of Infamous is gonna be on the Underlord on the mid lane. Clean up with the raises. Here comes the Arcade. Trying to go for the Slay, but meantime just take out the stacks. That is even more than what they could ask for. Unstable Concoction, throw it onto the clock. Dad is trying to hold in the clockwork as long as possible. The Acid Spray is just working so hard. Here comes the last word with the Bushwhack. It is gonna be trouble for the SF. Stunned or silenced as well. The Sprout just zoning out. Wrath of Nature. It's slowly ticking, and that right click damage is going to help for Carrot to get that kill with Kotaro trying to go on to Benjaz, but 2 levels behind. What can you do? Oscar coming in for the assist. They can help. And there's a chain, and finally, Oscar does steal that kill. But in the meantime, good on the Arcane Curse. Kara is just disappearing. In the meantime, good join with the Solar Guardians. Sladen's going down. Oscar conning up with a little bit of the Acorn Shot. Kotaro trying to try and clean up a little bit of this. Fire Remnant is available. Unstable concoction. 1 sec, half sec, and here comes Kotaro onto the backline, trying to work a little bit on this. Slade him with the hook shot. Losing Oscar, it's just going to be the two of them against the world. Slide of fist. Actually available in 1 second. The Underlord goes down, but the Ember Spirit's already down on the bottom. Chase. Let's cut to it. Hook shot messed up due to the chains, but in the meantime, Slideum's coming in. Global silence committed by Ravens. Can they do a little catch? Losing Dad in the meantime. We're going on to Pai Pai. Freezing field committed. Benjaz trying to do a star breaker. Gets actually onto the CM. Gets that kill, but it is actually 2 cores so far for that 1 support. Sharpshooter into Sladeums and is actually going to get that SF. Meanwhile, Oscar Kotaro still chasing Kara, and it is looking like a careful maneuver. Kotaro getting another kill, gets that triple kill, and it is the break. December's. There's that jump onto Oscar with the Solar Guardian. Ravens might be in trouble. Half HP, and there is that kill onto the Nature's Prophet. Meanwhile, the fight breaks out in mid as well. The silencer down. There is no global silence for a little while. But if Infamous goes deeper, can they just buy back and use the global? It doesn't really seem like they want to, but there it is. Yes, they do. There's that global silence turn. Pai Pai goes down, but still MGZ and Slade on the backline cleaned up. Sladeums is caught, and Sladeums is dead. Here comes Kotaro trying to clean up, but the acorn shot hits. Searing chains, but it is going to be a 1v4. Good ping by the silencer. Actually see them in the pit. Dad going for it, trying to bushwhack in there, but this smart just might die here. Dad good with the sharpshooter, good with the break, but there's a good catch on Benjaz, even better with the hook shot. It is actually the freezing field, the perfection, destruction right there. And Benjaz trying to clean up the Roshan with Kotaro picking up the Aegis. MJZ might just go down here. Good on the slide of fist, but with Slade and MJZ dead, it is time to back out for Infamous. Kotaro was actually going to go forward there. Well, a little sus, but still getting global slice and sharpshooted and pit of malice. Pai Pai is going for this kill. That is the Aegis. Unstable concoction right into that rooted Ember Spirit and stunned up. Kotaro is just deleted for 50 seconds. Or pit of malice. Sladeums thinking about the reckoning of the souls, but trying to approach, goes on to Kara instead. I reckon when the souls onto the Underlord, PP is just gonna go down. Can they turn on to Benjaz? That would be the bigger kill. Oscar on the other hand, taking care of the hoodwink. Can they get a little more? Searing Chains is available, but they won't even need it. Sladeums just with the right click. Infamous is turning up the enemy's triangle just as you're supposed to. And that is what's gonna cause the doom of Pai Pai.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
In the meantime, Dad trying to fight up on this. Solar Guardian available. Sladeum's trying to hold on. Oscar coming in. It is going to be a defensive play, but the global silence just hurting hard. And of course, Kara eventually cleaning out a little bit of Sladeum, but then Dad goes down to a death. Kotaro Searing Chains is going to be a catch on to Benjaz, and there's that kill. 31 to 24. Let's see. Sladeums. Are they going to go for it? Yes, they are. Reckoning of the Souls. Stunned up as well. Solar Guardian helping out with the BKB. Just trying to force it out just a little more, but the Pit of Malice is just going to work. Sladeums on the other hand. There's a good catch by Oscar. They really want this level 20 to keep this more interesting.
Radiant are scanning.
Clear up. Kotaro instead, Sladen jumping in, good with the cogs, just one hit. In the meantime, Dad trying to clean up the backline as fast as possible with the Starbreaker as well. Kotaro, slide of fist, catching on to Benjaz, but the big pressure is actually on Sladeums. Kotaro just getting ripped apart to shreds, goes down the Ember Spirit, but Sladeums just has the opportunity either to back or to kill. Pai Pai might as well be caught, because Oscar is going to go down. And even with the Hell Raises, or the Shadow Raises, it's not going to be enough to escape from the enemy. Bad. The Basher finally procs in. Even though Slademus gets Kara, observer action from Ravens. I don't know if they can pull it off though. Good catch onto Oscar with the Bushwhack and the Solar Guardian just ripping apart this Nature's Prophet. 75 seconds without the MP. No Aegis necessary. Desmos is long enough to take out at least the Alchemist and the Silencer. And in the meantime, a good chain around. Global Silence, instant BKB reaction. Perfectly done by Kotaro. In the meantime, freezing field by MJZ. Not doing anything much in terms of damage. Cog hold up with the Sprouts as well. Oscar really wants to control this. In the meantime, the others are just going to right click the back line. MJZ. He's gonna hold Benjay. Those right-click damages, a few of them missed due to the high ground blood. But in the same time, Sladen just a good chatham for it. As far as I'm concerned, it's going to be Roshan number 3, and it's going to make the game a little harder with Dad. Up on the control, up on the Hizzle. Kara almost dying to this. Kara actually dying to this with Kotaro. The possible dive, a BKB, and that is actually going to be the Ember Spirit dying there 100 seconds without the Ember, and Sladen just diving there to die. It's just a dive with Reckoning of the Souls onto BenJZ, and there. It's actually a good turn, but Dad versus good old Sladems. Is there going to be enough damage to fight this? They're going to try and fight this, and that goes down as well. It's only PP, and the PP is not going to make it because the death is right there. Sladems, no lifesteal whatsoever, but turns into that fight. Kotaro, a backdoor fight. Or not even backdoor, I mean the super creeps are already up here on the floor. That Ancient just falls down so goddamn fast. Or on the SF. It was more than likely that this is the outcome we were looking for. That's having the time of their life. Kara trying to pull, but here comes the Metamorphosis. Sladen. It's actually a very good control on the Clockwork, and it's going to be First Blood on the Crystal Maiden. Another right click. Should be needing an Oscar, but diving under their tower just seems a little bit of a bad idea. Oscar just destroying Sladen, almost getting caught. Dismar onto the Clockwork. Good with the charge, and first hit bashing with the Spirit Breaker. Oh, you guys. Sladen. And of course, Oscar using the mid lane and the off lanes respectively for a little bit of extra XP. That's a good question. The Tiny can rotate around here. Meanwhile, we're gonna get a few kills up top. It's gonna be Oscar gonna get taken down by Dad. Of course, we have been complimenting this Underlord, and they have been feeling this energy. Pai. Gonna join this little mid cavalcade. There's the Avalanche. Bulldoze with the toss. And they are gonna get slowed down 4 seconds until the Spirit Breaker can turn, but the Tiny just goes back to farm. Let's see the dive. Sladen going in. Ice Wall is up, but perfect Frostbite. Toss into the Battery Assault. I don't know if Sladems can do this. You're just trying to right click. Here comes the Treant assist from MJZ. But can they get Kara? There's a good toss, a good catch. The Avalanche. It might just be the catch they need. On to the Invoker. 2 kills up on the board. 1 for each of them. Dismar. Maybe Dismay. Not that bad. Meanwhile, let's see with the Avalanche. With Charge of Darkness. This is going to shove them back. Not really going straightly into anything. Avatos combo by Sladems kicks out Kara with Benjaz. trying to join up here. Here comes the Charger of Darkness. Here comes the Spirit Breaker. Kotaro in the focus, in the charge, is gonna get got. Sunstrike on the other hand, down onto the back. Oscar on the other way, trying to control this back. If they get these 2 kills as an exchange, that would be good, but with Oscar dying as well, this is...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That on the other hand, turns on to Oscar. While that charge is coming, and it's coming very slow. There's the Sunstrike. Good on the catch. In the meantime, Kotaro coming through that pit. And Slaters is just helping out of here with Kara dying as well. Mask of Madness used by Kotaro. Farm. It's just how close Kotaro is to Dad. I mean, it's just 500 gold of a net worth difference between them. And even with so much more farming potential, it's looking pretty good. Pai. There's that chargeness. There's that timber chain. Is it gonna do something? Oh, it's just gonna go through Sladen, which basically kills the clockwork, but it leaves so much kills for Oscar. Let's see if they can get Ben Jay-Z. Yeah, it's not. Meanwhile, down on the mid lane, there's another strike. Used up by the enemy, but a good overgrowth is going to separate Pai from the rest of the team. And Pai just dying for this. Hook shot onto 2. MJZ is in trouble. Good on the Charge of Darkness, blocking him off. But in the meantime, here comes the Metamorphosis. Dad just cleaning house, taking the Underlord as well. But it wasn't actually the Terrorblade so far. Ben Jay-Z going down. Charge of Darkness somehow stopping. The Battery Assault does not let you go through to Kotaro. This Mar is just gonna die. And with the Avatos, it's gonna... Let's see the wraparound. Kotaro going for the TB. They actually see Dad. Do they want to go on him? It is right there. Slatums wants this. Good on the Avalanche, but not on the Terrorblade. On the other hand, perfect setup. Kotaro could still jump into this if they want to, but the Sunstrike, it's so strong. Ben Jazz eating so much damage from the Timber Saw. On the Timber Saw. And they actually go down. Slatums are basically it. Charge of Darkness running through. Going for it. Dismar gonna get stuck. In the meantime, Kotaro just cleaning up the Spirit Breaker. A little trouble in a good place, in the good town. But the toss, it's just there to try and help. In the meantime, losing to the tree. It's not a big deal, but Oscar comes in as the repair army, as the backup crew. And Oscar closely to that GG Boots Avalanche. Good on the control. Chakram is just not helping, and Dad goes down for 50 seconds. The Timber Saw's in the air, but it's just gonna get ripped apart. Kotaro might just die here. Oh, the Chakram, the damage is huge, but still not gonna go down. With Pai dying as well for 40 seconds. It's just gonna be Benja. Ravens was caster curse. I blame Doedie. Never invite this guy again. Just caster cursing left and right. Pai just gonna go bye-bye, or not. Kisses out Slatums first, but in the meantime, Ben Jazz is gonna get right-clicked, and then they just go down. Infamous is Kotaro is just on a monster kill streak. Just right-clicking all the way. I believe this is gonna be the first Tier 2 tower we've gotten this game. Pai good with a hook shot. They actually get the Invoker. They need to reveal him. No Ghost Walk for you with the Overgrowth. It's actually a perfect chat. Ben Jazz, Road of Atos, Pit of Malice. There is no escape here. Good on the break. But Slatum's on the other side. Just gonna have it toss him. There is no opportunity for them to actually go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In the meantime, good Pit of Malice. Perfect lockdown.
Double damage.
Back up top, here they go with the Reckoning of the Souls. Clean up onto Benjaz. Good on the Sunder. Dad is trying to hold on, but this fight, back and forth, the Underlord, it's gonna be up for control, but without a courier, the TB is just running home. Slatums into the catch, back with the toss. The Tornado is just trying to hold them off, but it's not gonna work. That goes down for 52, and that should be the game.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Not a call. 98% according to Lord Gaben. And into their butts they go. Dad trying to control this up. Avalanche onto Kara, but good one. The Reckoning of the Souls. Dad is trying to fight this, but they're gonna go down for 52 again. Clean up onto Pai Pai, and they just TP into Benjaz. It's just a 5-man raid. It's like looking like an MMORPG. They're just NPCs right now, Ravens, compared to what Infamous could do. I mean, this is how you expect to just wipe enemies in like an easy mode or something. That's only tier 4, is good with a hook shot, going onto the Pai, and the Invoker just goes down. Kotaro just diving into the deep of it. This Smart trying to control, but are they gonna reach? It's really not looking like they're gonna make it. And it's the GG from this Smart. They don't want to fight this. It is over. $10,000 of Reckoning of the Souls from Kotaro. Winning with the Shadow Fiend this time around. And Slatums with the control. Saludos.